central portion of the atom is solid and it carries the whole of the mass of the atom. Alpha particles, they are positively charged particles. Beta particles, they are negatively charged particles. Gamma, they are neutral particles. Rutherford's nuclear model of atom. An atom consists of a small but positively charged portion at its center called nucleus. An atom consists of a small but positively charged portion at its center called nucleus. The whole mass of the atom is associated with the nucleus. The positive charge of the nucleus is due to protons. The mass of the nucleus is due to protons and some other neutral particles called neutrons. The mass of the nucleus is due to protons and neutrons. The number of electrons around nucleus is equal to the net positive charge on the nucleus. Drawbacks of Rutherford's nuclear model of atom. This model fails to explain as to why the electrons do not fall into the positively charged nucleus. It fails to explain why the electrons do not fall into the positively charged nucleus due to mutual forces of attraction. This model failed to explain the stability of the atom. If the electron revolving about the nucleus continuously radiates energy, its energy and hence radius of the orbit go on decreasing. Hence, such an orbit would not be circular but will be spiral. Such an orbit would not be circular but it will be spiral, terminating at its nucleus. In this case, the atom can't remain stable. But this model failed to explain the stability of atom. History of universe. The neutron is a particle found in almost every atomic nucleus. Only the hydrogen nucleus has no neutron. All other atoms have one or more. It has no electric charge and its mass is nearly 1840 times that of electron. Neutrons and protons constitute almost all of the atom's mass. They stick together because of the strong nuclear force to form all the different kinds of atoms. What is neutron? A neutron is a subatomic particle which carries no charge but has a mass equal to that of hydrogen. What is neutron? It is a subatomic particle which carries no charge but has a mass equal to that of hydrogen. Discovery of neutron. According to Rutherford, the nucleus of an atom consists of protons. An entire mass of the atom is due to its nucleus. But he found that the mass of the proton in the nucleus of many elements are far less than its own masses. For example, the mass of helium is 4 AMU, but it has only 2 protons of mass 2 AMU. Picture of neutron. Neutron uncharged elementary particle of slightly greater mass than the proton. It was discovered by James Chadwick in 1932. What is the importance of neutrons? Neutron is important in forming a chain reaction in nuclear fission. It is important in forming chain reaction in nuclear fission as used in nuclear reactors and atom bombs. The absorption of neutrons by other nuclei exposed to the high neutron densities in the nuclear reactors generates radioactive isotopes useful for a wide variety of purpose. The neutron was discovered in 1932 by James Chadwick. So, James Chadwick discovered neutrons in 1932. What are free neutrons? Free neutron is a radioactive one not contained in an atomic nucleus. It is radioactive. It undergoes beta decay to form a proton, electron and an electron antineutrino. This what happened to most of the neutrons created by Big Bang. Free neutrons easily pass through atoms because they have no electrical charge. Free electrons they easily pass through atoms because they have no electrical charge, and so they form highly penetrating radiations interacting with matter only through collision with atomic nuclei. They, these do not happen very often. Elementary particles, symbol of electron is E, proton P, and the symbol of neutron is N. Mass of electron 9.109 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Mass of proton 1.673 into 10 to the power minus 27. Mass of neutron 1.675 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. And charge is minus 1 on proton, charge is plus 1, and neutron it has no charge, 0. Parts of an atom. An atom has two parts, nucleus and extranuclear parts. First is nucleus. It is the central, small but massive part of the atom which contains neutrons and protons. extranuclear part, the portion of an atom around nucleus in which electrons revolve in certain orbit is called extranuclear part. What is extranuclear part? The portion of an atom around nucleus in which electrons revolve in certain orbits is called extranuclear part. Nucleons. Protons and neutrons, they are called nucleons. The nucleus of each atom is surrounded by small negatively charged particles called electrons. Since an atom as a whole is electrically neutral, the number of electrons in extranuclear part is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus. The charge on the nucleus is equal to the number of protons present in it. Electrons are not stationary but are revolving with high speed in circular orbits around nucleus. Centrifugal force due to motion balance the force of attraction. Discovery of nucleons. Rutherford understood that the nucleus is itself composed of nucleons. These nucleons are of two types. Positively charged, it is a proton. Neutrally charged, it is neutron. And the neutron was discovered by Chadwick in 1932. Isotopes. Isotopes are the atoms of same element which differ in the number of neutrons they contain. What are isotopes? These are the atoms of same element which differ in the number of neutrons they contain. Isotopes of carbon. It has two isotopes, C12 and C14. In C14, it has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. In C14, 6 protons and 8 neutrons. So these are the isotopes of carbon. Isotopes of chlorine. It has two isotopes of atomic weight 35 and 37. It has been found that there is almost 3 times as much of the lighter isotope as there is of the heavier one. This leads to average atomic weight of 35.5. Examples of isotopes: hydrogen, helium and lithium. Hydrogen, it has 3 isotopes. Helium, it has 2 isotopes. Lithium, it has 2 isotopes. Isotopes of hydrogen: first is protium, second is deuterium and third is tritium. Okay, thank you.